Hey, yo, welcome back to the Chalk Sports Podcast. Let's talk about the NHL today, as we have a lot of games. We're starting with Rangers Maple Leafs. The Maple Leafs are the favorites in this one, and I feel like that stands true. I think the Maple Leafs do beat the Rangers. Rangers haven't shown much to us, to be honest. I struggle with the Edmonton and the Capitals, to be expected. But they also lost to the Penguins. Their only real win was against the Penguins again in the Sabres. I don't really count those as great quality wins. That's why I'm going to Maple Leafs. I'm going the under at 6.5. Nashville versus the Predators versus the Canadians, and I've got the Canadians just pulling through this one. I don't think the Predators have been that good, and they haven't. They aren't that good in general, and that's why I really see them falling short in this one again. Canadians are favorites, and that's why I'm tailing them too, because I think they're just a straight up better team. 5.5 point over under. I'm going under two. Kraken versus Senators. I've got the Senators. I've got the over. I think the Senators are straight up better team than the Kraken. Even with the public all saying that the Kraken are going to win this one, I still lean towards the Senators due to the fact that I think they're just straight up better. I think the Kraken have won games, but they're not really the greatest games I would factor because one of them was in overtime against the Knights. That can go either way, and their last loss was to the Canadians in overtime again. So one that can go either way. But Panthers versus Devils, I've got the Panthers losing to the Devils. I think the Devils are a very good team. The fact that the Panthers have lost the last two very much concerns me, even though the public is saying that 75% go Panthers. The last two games have been huge wake up calls for me. I think the Panthers have really shown a lot of negatives in those last two. That's why I'm going over at 6.5. I don't think the defense shows up. And I think the Devils are able to really turn that bad offense from the Panthers into good offense for them. Jets versus Flyers. I've got the Jets. I've got the over. Pretty simple. The Flyers suck. Straight up. The Avs versus Jackets. I've got the Jackets, actually. I think the Avs are all a pretty good team, but I just think this is an upset scenario. And honestly, like a trap game for them. I think the Avs come into this game a little bit overseen, and they fall short in this one. I've got the over at 6.5. Edmonton versus the Edmonton Oilers versus the New York Islanders. I've got the Edmonton Oilers for sure. -70 is still huge favorites, but I don't think we've seen anything from the Islanders that you can really say is good. They've been kind of horrible lately. 5.5 point over under. I'm going under. Canucks versus Stars. I've got the Stars and I've got the under at 5.5. I think the Stars are just a very good team in general. Their offense is good. Their defense is good. I have a hard time seeing them lose this game for sure. There's obviously going to be a point where they get upsetted, but it's not this one. The Canucks defense is good, but their offense is nowhere to be found unless Brock Bowser can have a good game like I'm expecting. Knights versus Bruins. I'm going Knights. I'm going under. I think both defenses come to show, and they're just going to be good defense. Carolina versus Anaheim. I'm going Carolina over. And the last one, Penguins Kings. I'm going Kings. I'm going over. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share. Peace.